Hi everyone, this is Annindita Palaus, and today's video is about a much debated topic in the Reiki community. Should we or shouldn't we, as Reiki practitioners, be charging money for a Reiki session? So, needless to say, this video is about my personal opinion, and your opinion might vary, of course. So here's my personal take on it. And mainly, I come across this debate from people who believe that Reiki practitioners should not be charging money for Reiki because this energy is free. This energy is everywhere. So why should you be charging something for something that is absolutely free? It costs you nothing. Well, here is my take on it. So, we as Reiki practitioners are not charging money for the energy, which is free, because of course it is free and it is available to everybody. We are charging money for the time and energy that we spend on it, that we spend on a client. Let's say I have an appointment today at 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. with person XYZ. And I'm dedicating that 1 hour of my life, which I could have been spending doing something else. Maybe I could have been spending it doing something with my family, something with my friends, or maybe an alternative source of income, some other business, some other activity which could have made me money doing that. Because, of course, at the end of the day, whether you are a Reiki practitioner or not, you still need to eat. You still need to pay the rent. I mean, at that level, we are all the same because we all have to pay our rent. We all have to buy groceries. We all have bills to pay. So, when it comes to charging a fee for Reiki, you are not charging the money for the energy, which is universal in nature, which is available to everybody in the equal quantity. You are actually charging for your time and energy that you are dedicating in service to that particular person. So that is one point. That is one reason why I have always been charging for Reiki. Yes, occasionally I do offer free Reiki circles. In the past, I used to do that quite a bit. I would organize Reiki circles. In the present, I have just been very busy with a number of other projects and activities, so I haven't organized a Reiki circle in quite some time, and also because of the pandemic, I was not organizing anything in person for a really long time. So, of course, you can always organize free Reiki circles where a lot of people can come together, a lot of more Reiki practitioners, not just one person, but a number of Reiki practitioners can come together, and a lot of people from your community, your neighborhood, you can invite them over and you can share a Reiki session with them for free. There is no harm in doing that. But when it comes to making a decision whether you should be charging money for your Reiki sessions or not, I think it comes down to two things. One is your belief system, and second is your sense of self or your self worthiness. Because what I have often come across is this, that some people have this belief system that, but Reiki is so easy. Why should I be charging this much money? I should keep it very, very reasonable, very cheap, because anybody can learn and do Reiki. It's nothing special. So I should charge very less. On the other hand, I have also come across people who believe and feel that Reiki is very special. It is not something to be taken lightly. And so they keep their rates much higher. So, what is your belief system? Because if I ask you to do something against your belief system, chances are there is a chance, it might not always happen, but if I ask you to do something against your belief system, it might backfire. Until and unless you are also taking some actions, some measures to change your belief system. And that is totally your own personal subjective call. I'm not asking anybody to change their belief systems. If you believe that Reiki is something special, it is a unique gift that you are sharing with the world, and you need to charge well for that, go for it. On the other hand, if you feel that everybody has access to this energy, it is not unique, it is not special, anybody can learn and do it, so I need to keep the rates low. Or maybe you believe that you need to keep the rates low so that more people can afford it. So if that is your reason, you want to keep your rates low, or you want to offer for free, that's totally up to you. So belief system is one thing, but belief system aside, if it is a matter of your self-esteem, Because I have come across practitioners, and especially brand new practitioners, who don't have enough confidence because they have just received their Reiki certification, and they are questioning themselves, questioning their ability, and so they feel like they should not be charging because they are not experienced enough. Again, I believe that whether you are experienced or not, whether you have 20 days of experience, 2 days of experience, or 20 years of experience, you are still as good a channel for this Reiki energy as anybody else. Because the Reiki energy itself is not prejudiced. It is not saying that, hey, this person is a saint. I should be channeling more energy, or I will be more effective through this person. Or, hey, this person is a sinner. I will not be effective when this person is doing Reiki. So it's really not, the energy that is being judgmental towards anybody at all. Whether you are young, old, what ethnicity you belong to, what your gender is, what your level of experience is, what your level of expertise is, how spiritual you are, doesn't matter when it comes to channeling this Reiki energy. The energy is the same energy that anybody channels. So if you have that belief system that you are not good enough, that's why you need to do it for free, or you need to charge a lower rate, then I would highly recommend that you start working on your belief system, start working on your self esteem. And on the other hand, let's say you are very confident in your ability, in your skill, and you trust this all knowing Reiki energy. And the reason that you are doing it for free or for cheap is because that's what you intuitively feel guided to do. That is a whole different discussion. If that is what your heart is telling you to do, if that's what your intuition is telling you to do, if that is what you feel like doing, not because you feel morally obliged to do that, not because you feel like it is the ethical thing to do, because society expects me to be like this, or spiritual people should not be charging money, or they should always remain poor, not because of those negative limiting beliefs, but because that is your heart's deepest desire to do it for free, or to do it for very cheap, at a very discounted rate. If that is the reason, go for it. There is no harm in doing that. But if your reason is anything less than that, anything less than your heart's truest, deepest desire, but it is coming from a place of lack or self doubt, or, having low self esteem, not believing in yourself, not believing in your worthiness, then I would definitely highly encourage that you work on your self esteem. So, that being said, that is my personal point of view, that I believe that as Reiki practitioners, there is no right and wrong when it comes to the question of whether you should or should not be charging money. Just follow your heart, follow your inner guidance. If you feel like this is the thing that you want to do full time, and this is what you want to make a career out of, then of course you need to be making some money to feed yourself and your family. So if your family is depending upon it, or if that is what your profession is, then for sure you will have to charge money. On the other hand, if it is more of a hobby that you do on the side, and if you are planning to do it only as a community service, then it is totally your choice if you want to charge any money for it or not. I don't think it is a matter of ethics. I don't think it is a matter of being a good person or a spiritual person when it comes to charging money for Reiki or not, because the energy itself is not making any of these judgments. It doesn't have any of these prejudices. The energy is not going to think that, oh, this person is so greedy, he or she is charging so much money for Reiki session, so I will not flow as effectively through this person as I will be through somebody else who is so holy and saintly. She's barely making any money, she barely has any food to eat, but even then she's doing this for free. The energy is not going to make any of those judgments, just so you know. It's really your own personal judgment. So decide for yourself what feels like the right option for you, wherever you are in your spiritual journey. And know that the energy is not going to make any distinction between any of these judgments, because none of them are right, none of them are wrong. It's your personal choice. So I hope this video helped in bringing in some clarity to those who are confused about this topic, that should I be charging money for Reiki, should I not be charging money for Reiki, are people going to judge me for being so greedy? So I hope this video helped you in getting some clarity about this topic of whether you should or shouldn't be charging money for Reiki. because I have received this question so many different times in my Reiki workshops, in my Reiki webinars, from people who watch my YouTube videos about whether they should or should not be charging money for Reiki. And in fact, one more question that I have also received is how much money is the right amount to charge for a Reiki session? And look forward to my next video, which is going to be exactly on that topic. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel because it helps with my YouTube algorithm to show this video more to people who have the same questions, to like-minded people, so I can reach out to them and answer their questions. And feel free to share this video with your friends and family who might find this useful as well. Also, if Reiki is something that you have been thinking for a long time to learn, then I would highly recommend that you check out the link in the video description for my Reiki home study program. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.